Well, it's been a hot minute since we've been here, and we have some major work that needs to be done on this place. And honestly, I don't like how it looks. Parts of it I like. I like how we did the outside. It's a nice style, although parts of it are very random. You can tell that this is just random blocks everywhere. That's something I want to fix up. But, I mean, the shop itself is okay. It's just that, you know, there's no stock. I don't ever stock this place, and it's a problem. So I can't make money if I don't have the stock. And you know, money's great and all. So I also want to open up these new floors because, I mean, we've had these here since like the very start. We just never actually stocked them or like figured anything out. So these have been closed off the entire time and nothing's been up there to sell. Not that anything has been selling down here because I haven't stocked this either. So this whole shop is kind of useless at the moment. But I'd like to, yeah, open up those new floors. And then also I'd like to point out that these walls suck because this wasn't in the original design. So this was all just like in the world, and I got very lazy and just put straight diorite everywhere. So we need to basically upgrade the entire build. I know I have a problem with redoing things, but we're going to do it anyway. Actually, we're doing a lot of redoing things this episode, but we're going to focus on one thing at a time. And the first thing we're going to do is the terraform shop. So I want to get a new interior. That also means we kind of have to fix the exterior because it needs to be expanded out by like a block. You can see I've already torn out a little bit right here. We're basically going to just pull it out one more block, and then we'll redo the interior to make it look a lot nicer. We're going to make it match the mall so that it's a little more consistent to the second location. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking too much, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy a new version of Terraform that hopefully will actually be stocked, and maybe we can make enough money and, you know, actually sell some things. Remind me never to make a shop again because this took way too much time and I am tired of gathering materials. And after I finish showing off this shop, we have to go gather even more for the the main project today, which you already know from the thumbnail, but we're gonna not talk about it until then. Anyways, from the outside, it doesn't look like a huge difference. I'll show a picture of what it looked like a little bit before. There's some slight differences. You can see there's different blocks in there. And then how that shading I was talking about was really random. It still looks a little random just because of the shape of it. It's hard to tell, but it goes dark to light along the side here with the darker blocks. And then it goes kind of dark, light, and then back to dark for this white bit. And then this side has been switched out to have these like holograms basically with like different displays of what we're selling. This side had it already, but I added it to the other sides rather than the like basic end rod, deep slate, whatever. And then obviously we still have this little screen here, the little cyberpunky kind of like, it's meant to look like it would like kind of spin around and it comes from side to side, and it's just got terraform on it. But Fred came by and he was changing it to open, so I switched it. We can take this down in just a minute because I have finished stocking it. It took me days to get all the stock. It is a lot. Actually, wait, maybe before I show the stock, I should show the dang building, since that's kind of the whole point. Welcome to Terraform, the new and improved edition. We still got this little desk here. It was kind of over here last time. You can tell it's a little bigger on the inside now. It's just got way more space, and then all the floors are more open. We have this like windy tree plant, whatever, that kind of has some weird like leafy bits that come off. It just kind of fills the space, makes it feel a little more organic in here. We added a bunch of new stock as well. So even down here, these weren't here. Calcite wasn't here. We added like podzol and coarse dirt. So a bunch of new stuff. These tough is definitely one of our bigger sellers. So it's right here. We need a lot of tough for the project later today, but I'm just gonna pretend I don't have to do that because I'm kind of dreading it. So this is still the like essentials floor. Actually, that's the, I kind of want to show this off. Duck showed me this mod. It's called Big Sign Writer. I can't even click on it because this is waxed. Basically, you can make big text. I believe the mod is called Big Sign Writer. It makes it really easy to write those texts on there. We have them on each floor. So this floor is the foliage floor. This has every single type of leaf, which is going to be annoying to sell because we also need leaves. I have found that I sell like everything I need, and it's kind of a problem, but we're going to pretend it's not. We have obviously moss we had before. It was on the lower floor. It's been moved up. Mossy cobble, kind of the basic stuff. And then we have some of the new stuff as well. So all the bushes and whatnot, lichen, dry grass and all of that. Even dead bushes, these are annoying to get, so it's a little bit more expensive. We even have the leaf litter too. Campfires here just because I needed something to fill there, and I was like, whatever, I might as well sell them. And then up here, it's all nether stuff. I did have endstone and purple here, but I mean, the odds of people wanting to buy it are very slim to none. And also, I don't want to spend the extra time to go collect that, especially if people aren't going to want it. Maybe I'll add it later, but that's probably not going to happen. Anyways, we got some of the more basic blocks, and then we also have kind of the foliage blocks from the nether, and then the nyliums and quartz, which we just get from villagers, but we sell it here as well, because it's a little bit annoying and tedious to get, so someone will probably buy it. And then we also have these like paintings and stuff on the walls. I think this might be one of my favorite paintings that they've added. That was kind of random, but yeah, we got like paintings and stuff around and shelves to just kind of decorate the space so the walls aren't so empty. And I think that pretty much marks the end of this shop that I don't want to touch again for a minute. I'll probably have to stock every once in a while. I probably won't show too much of it unless we like add some farms to it or whatever. But I guess it's kind of like the ribbon cutting. Let's go ahead and tear down these. And I guess the shop is open. We have a little shop advert thing in our Discord, so I'll fix that later and show everything that we're stocking, but I'll do that a little later. Okay, so I don't really want to play this game right now because I have to get a lot of materials and it's really not exciting and I don't want to gather them. So we're going to go get them anyway because it's a cool build and I want to get it done. You know from the thumbnail that we are redoing the volcano. Hopefully from the thumbnail you saw that it looks much better than it does now. The shape is fine, like we follow the same shape with the new redesign, but it looks a lot better on the new one because this dirt, I was going to change it anyway to at least different blocks. And I had tested out just straight up moss, but it doesn't look right. And it's kind of just boring. So we're going to add a little bit more design to it with some extra custom terrain. Technically this is, I guess, custom, but it's a little boring and too smooth. You can see back here, there's not even a back to this one. This time we're actually going to finish the whole thing. And then all we'll have left after that, this kind of doesn't have to do with today, the episode, but we need to smooth out the terrain back there. And then actually I'm thinking about, instead of the copper bulbs like we did at the train station, we're going to poke holes in the ground here and do lichen because it's much easier to get and it's only one light level lower. So technically we need more, but it's much easier to get. It's more sustainable than copper bulbs are. I'm falling. Yeah, so we're gonna fix this terrain up, and I think just so you guys know the kind of the kind of general plan. I can't word today. The plan is to finish up this whole island down here. So that means finish up terrain. Then we have trees. Actually, back up a little bit. I think we might do the village back there first and then the trees. So the plan is to redo this village back here in a kind of jungly style. Just back this area, since it's already here, we might as well do it. So maybe have some like docks or something over here, some extra houses and stuff. I don't know how far they'll go. Maybe some farms over here or something. But that's planned for later. But basically, we're going to finish this whole island, then we'll move up to the top. I have a cool idea for up there. I'm not going to like spoil it because I don't know if it's actually going to happen yet. I have creeper holes. But for now, we're going to focus on this island, which is why we're redoing the volcano. And then next is the terrain and stuff, and then trees. So maybe next... Wait, no. What? I just said I'm not doing trees yet. I'm doing the village. I like can't with the words coming out of my mouth today. It's just not working. Anyways, I need a lot of materials for this stupid volcano. Not stupid. It's actually cool. I need a lot for the volcano. That's stupid. And a lot of it is tough. We need about 10 shulkers, 10, 11 shulkers of tough. About 20 total shulkers of moss. That includes the moss that we need to make the mossy cobble that goes like in the texturing. And my moss farm's not going to keep up. So we're going to go to the HQ. And we're gonna go build a moss farm that I had designed like months ago and nobody had built. Technically, I think Rosie was paid to do it, but she's got real life stuff going on. So she gathered a lot of the materials. So we're gonna use what she got and we're gonna build the first layer. So that's just the moss part and not the bone meal bit that goes like above it. So it's the same farm, just one section goes straight into composters, words. And it makes bone meal instead. Well, here it is. I don't know what's going on with these stupid water streams because this just isn't smart. I don't know why the block is up here. It could literally be right there. Whatever. Our issue... As I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted, our issue right now is storage because, well, it's not going to be the fastest farm because I designed the whole thing and it uses these weird stone generators. I use these ones because they block off the lava, so it stops the weird cobblestone, weird timing bit with servers. And actually this one, we can fly away from it and it won't break, so it's pretty cool. I mean, that wasn't really intended, but these stone generators are pretty nice. They're a little slower, but that's... Anyways, it's not going to be the fastest farm, like, out there, but it works for what we need. However, it is still too fast for, surprise, surprise, one singular hopper. So we need to kind of upgrade the storage. I was kind of assuming that would happen. I just didn't want to build a storage system when we need to build a giant storage system right here. This needs to be torn out. There's a giant, like, oval-y thingy with chests and auto-sorting that I need to build. And I didn't want to do that right now. However, I think what we're going to do to solve this storage issue is just finish this line up to here. And we're going to start the storage room, but we're only going to put in the chests we need. And then the lines themselves, like, we'll fill in the glass and ice lines with water. The items can flow all the way to there, and then we'll stop it there and we'll build the rest of the storage room another time. But that's not what I need to stop focusing on other projects today because I really need to get to the volcano and I've already spent days on the shop and I'm just gonna start building this line for items, things. Yeah, okay. With another side mission thing done, we have a lot of moss. I just emptied it out into shulkers. We have 20 shulkers of moss. It's a lot, and now we get to go mine a bunch of tuff. I'm not even going to show you that because it's incredibly boring and it's going to take a while, just like everything else in this video, and I just want to get to the volcano. So, I guess I'm going to go do that. The good news is we do have our moss farm in, so we can use it whenever, and we have the general, I guess, plan for our storage room in up here. We've actually just like yesterday, we've been working on kind of redesigning the HQ, the interior of it anyway. So a lot's going to change. We're kind of getting rid of the like clean, almost like spaceshipy sci-fi kind of thing that we had going on because we don't really like it. It's going to be more industrial and like missile silo bunker kind of thing. I'm getting off topic though. We need to go get this tough. We can work on this another episode. I am going to set up a little bit of a shulker monster down here though, with all of our moss blocks because we need a lot. And there we are. I hope that's enough. I actually didn't calculate it, so we might have to come back and get more. That's a hole. Let's go get this tough. I'd kind of forgotten that we also need a bunch of moss carpets, so I think it's about 10 shulkers of moss carpets. I've gone ahead and grabbed those so that we can go ahead and start working on this thing. We use the carpets to spawn-proof, I believe, the entire volcano. I think I got the entire thing, except for these bits down here. So it's got kind of cliffs almost. It's like different rocks coming up, and they're very vertical, but down here, there's less of them, so it's got more of a slope. So there's not like spawn-proofing down here, but we will do that kind of lichen thing, like what we did at the train station with the copper bulbs. We're going to do the same thing here, so cover it with moss carpet, and then it'll subtly light the entire place up, so we don't have to worry about too many mobs at least, especially in the jungle, because it will be kind of hard to know when a creeper is behind you when you're surrounded by trees and bushes and all the good stuff. And I think it's time to get to work. So parts of this are going to have to be like cut out. I think I do have the schematic, obviously, because it's a very large thing, and when I did it without, I didn't like how it turned out, so we're going to do a schematic for this big terrain project, and we're going to go probably layer by layer. I think I'm just going to go all the way around over and over again, doing layer by layer, and we're just going to keep going up and up. And as we go, there's parts of the terrain that need cut out because I didn't want some of the grass to stick through, so the shape changes a bit, so we'll have to kind of cut some little pieces out as we go, especially down or out here in the back, because I smoothed out all this terrain in a schematic. I don't think we're doing that today. But this back bit has changed quite a bit. I think this all got cut out right there. So there's going to be a little bit of destroying as well. So we got to get to work. I'm going to try and see how much I can get done in one day. It's currently like 11 a.m. We're going to see where we get today. Hopefully we can get it done. Whilst it took forever to do, and I am really running out of time to get this video done for Monday. Hopefully I get this out in time and edited. I haven't even started editing. Well, let's hope I can get it out. Basically, it's a very, very large project, especially for one video. And we also did a lot more other things that also took a lot of time. So the shop, the moss farm over there, both took quite a bit of time to get ready, like for all the materials and whatever, and actually build it. And this is no exception. But I hope you guys all agree that this was definitely a, I guess, worthy investment because it looks so much better than it did before rather than the basic like dirt. Makes it way more custom. Fits a little bit more jungly theme. It's got the moss in there. I want to drape vines from different parts. We're going to do it. I already have one thing designed, like a version of a design, where there's like a vine wrapped around this pillar and it drapes to this pillar. I want to do something similar for this volcano here. So different parts of it, I want vines draped down, make it more overgrown than it already is. And you can see there's terrain down here that I didn't fill in because it didn't have the grass, but the terrain down here isn't finished. It was included in this part of the schematic because I was slowly working on it, but it's not something we're going to do right now. It's a much bigger kind of part of the project. It's going to have a bunch of that lichen, like I said, and then also there's kind of mixed in moss and grass that will be down here, so it'll help us hide it, but also add some variation to the ground, which means I need to actually design that part of it, and I haven't yet, so that's something that we'll have to do before I fill in this terrain. That's why I didn't do it. That was a really long explanation for literally just trying to tell you that I'm not doing that part of the terrain yet. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Next episode, I think we are going to move on to the jungle village back there. I don't think I'm going to use at least much light Matica at all whatsoever. I think I want to do that pretty much all by hand in world. And you guys can kind of come along with the for words. You guys can come along and kind of, I guess, help design with me. And then after that, it's trees. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this, oh, hey guys, here, you guys can listen as well. The plan is to finish up this lower jungle bit island down here, just this lower island here, and then we'll move up to the top where there is so much work to do. This all got redone and everything needs redone. There's more of these cliffs in the back as well. I think I've mentioned that. So at the back here, there's cliffs and a river that separates the spruce cold biome and our jungle that goes here. Just to add some extra separation, kind of marks the border of our base, basically. Which means we're basically going to focus on this area for the next couple episodes, then we'll move up top. And you guys are trespassing, so I'm going to have to say goodbye to you guys. And now that I am a pincushion, I am similarly going to say goodbye to you guys as well, as this is going to mark the end of the episode. I appreciate every single one of you. You're all amazing. Thank you for watching. Love all the support that you guys always give me. It means a lot, and it helps me build giant projects like this for you guys. And there's definitely so much more to come for this base, and we haven't even gotten anywhere near done with it, especially because there's a whole, cavern bit that goes down here. That's a whole nother half of the base that we haven't even really talked about. But yeah, for more projects like that, I really appreciate your guys' support on all the videos and everything, and the streams that I'm going to hopefully try and do more of. We did a few kind of variety streams. Hopefully we'll do a few on the server here, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Again, I appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys in the next one where we're going to work on our jungle village over there. Love you all. See you later. You're kidding me. I'm already out of stock?